Okay students, this semester I am taking estimating costing course of final year students. Introduction to our course. All the civil engineering construction, that is in the field, the construction activity contains of having the three steps, that is one is plan, estimation, execution or construction. What is meaning of plan? Plan means any construction activity starts with the preparation of drawings, that is plan, cross section, elevation, with full descriptive dimensions and all detailed specification to meet all requirements of proposed structure. That is, whatever the structure you want, you have to prepare according to the requirements. Next one is number 2. Second step is the estimation. In this step, an estimate is prepared for arriving the cost of structure. So, whenever any structure you want to construct, first you have to know what is the cost of the structure to complete the total structure. Next, number 3, execution. Once the government or any agency allotted the required funds, the actual plans are taken into ground as per the scheduled plans. Once the government accepted the project or the structure, they have to provide some funds to complete your structure. That is called execution. Estimating costing, our course having the 5 units. The first unit 1, general items of works in the building. Standard units, principle of working out quantities of the detailed preparation of detailed estimates as well as abstract estimates, approximate estimates of estimating, detailed estimates of building as per the center line method as well as long work, short work method. In this unit, you have to study what are the fundamental units you have to be calculated while you are preparing the detailed estimate, and how to prepare the estimates means how to calculate the total quantities of the works involved in the construction activity. There are so many methods are there. In these methods, there is a very popular method called long and short wall method as well as center line method. We have to discuss these two methods in the first unit to prepare the total abstract estimate. And there is one more topic is called approximate methods of estimating. Whenever you have to construct of any construction, you have to need some required funds, whether the funds is available or not, whether the project is essential for the public or not. According to the requirements, you have to prepare the first of all approximate estimates, and you have to submit to the government for the that is called DPR will be submitted after the completion of the permission from the government. Next one is unit 2. Earthwork for road, heel roads, 2-level sections and canals, quantities of the materials for different types of roads. Earthwork consisting of the two important parts. One is called banking or embankment. Next one is called cutting. So whenever we want to construct of any road, there is a chance of embankment as well as cutting. So according to the available RLF formation, that is called reduced level formation, according to our requirement, that is called RLG, that is called reduced levels of the ground. According to that one, you have to prepare the cross sections. Once cross sections are prepared, you will get the total quantities of the embankment and cutting. But whenever you are going for the any that is a road works, in the road work, especially for hill roads, one side there is a banking, one side there is a cutting according to the transition of the roads. Next, the third unit is the very important, that is called analysis of price. That is called rate analysis. So whenever we want to evaluate the abstract estimate means, you require the two important factors. In the first unit, we are preparing the detailed estimate according to the available plans and drawings. But once you got the total quantity of the works, you have to be evaluate the cost of each item of work involved in the construction. So when you want to calculate the cost of each item of work, there is a very important is there. To prepare the any item, you require the two important factors. It depends upon the one is the labor factor, one is the material factor. So what is the labor cost? So how many labors are involved in that project? Next, number 2, what is the total material requirement it is? But there is a small tools and points also we have to be incorporated when calculation of the rate analysis. But there will be chance it will be available in the standard schedule of rates, that is called lump sum quantity you may provide. Otherwise, if the total cost may be arrived, that is called rate analysis. Next one is a very important called overhead and contingency charges. So whenever you are going for the any work, there is a chance of the some additional amount may be payable by the contractor or the government agencies on overhead charges. That is, there is a chance of if you are taken lending of any roller or any construction equipment, you have to be paid some rent, or if you are taken the lend from the amount from the government to purchase that equipment, you have to pay interest against that amount. It may be useful for the long term or may not. So that according that you have to take in the overhead charges. Contingency charges means there is a unforeseen items maybe takes place at the time of the construction, you have to pay as a contingency charges. Next one, the very important is called reinforcement bar bending and bar requirements. Whenever today almost all structures are the reinforced concrete structures, so that when the structures are reinforced concrete structures means you have to prepare the what is the total quantity of the steel requirement in the construction units, that is in slabs, beams, foundation, columns and other items wherever the RCC. So what is the total quantity of the steel is required, because the steel is the costliest material. Next, you have to procure the material in advance means there is a chance if there is any fluctuation of rates will be takes place, that will be avoiding loss from the cost of the work. Next one, bar bending schedules. These bar bending schedules will give the idea how to prepare the bars. That means how many bars are required and what type of bars are required and what that is the total quantity, how much a material is required in advance. You can know, you can purchase and you can keep in a advance to continue the work. Next one is the unit code, that is called contract. Contract means we are giving legally we are appointing one person to do, that is to execute your work according to the requirements of your need. Next one is the types of contract. There are various types of contracts are there. So there are some limitations for each and every contract. Depends upon the limitation, you have to prepare the contract documents. Contract documents means before allocation of any work to any person, you have to prepare the documents how to complete the work. Next one is the conditions of contract. Conditions of contract means there are so many points are involved in the conditions of contract means how many days you have to take in to complete total execution of the work. Contract procedures. Contract procedures means how to complete the work stage by stage and what are the total number of stages are there. Tendering process. So when you call for contractors to take up your work, there's a very important is called tendering process. That means you have to call the tenders from the society, and those people are interested to execute work. They will attend and they can take from your tender forms and they can take your work legally. Next one, rights and responsibilities of the parties of the contracts. What are the rights against the contractor as well as the owner? Responsibilities. So when you are doing some execution of work, what are the main responsibilities you have to take in? There are so many responsibilities are taken by the contractor to while you are execution of any work. Last unit is called unit code. That is called valuation of buildings. That is purpose and principles of valuation of building. Why we are doing the valuation of building? What is the need of the valuation? When you know the value of your structure, that may be put in for sale or purchase. Suppose if you want to purchase any construction or any structure, initially you want to know what is the cost of that structure. So according to that available the cost, you have to go for your whether you can put for sale or to purchase. Next one, depreciation. As everyone knows, as we are doing the using some any structure, there is a chance of depreciation. That means as the life of the structure is increased, the loss may be takes due to the wear and tear and some repairs may take place and this. methods of calculating depreciation. This depreciation calculation is not common for all the structures, is not common for all the of our projects. Depends upon the construction, depends upon the so many factors are influencing the depreciation. Next one, the methods of valuation. Methods of valuation means how to evaluate the total value of the building. There are so many methods are there, we have to study in that unit. Rental method. This is the very important method. Whenever you are taken any commercial complex or any commercial structures you are taken, that value of the structure is always depends upon the rent. As the rent is increased, we are getting the so much of income or revenue will be generated, automatically the cost of the structure or cost of the value of the structure also increased. Next, whenever you are taken the any commercial complex, or suppose if you want to lend our structure to the any government or any public, you have to fix up the rent as an one generation of revenue against your property. Development method. Development method means once you are developing the structure according to requirements, automatically your value of the building will be, your structure will be increased. Generally, whenever agriculture fields will convert into the your building plots, you have to develop. Develop means you have to provide the drainage, roads, parks, and compound walls like that one. There is some loss will be takes place against this one, but automatically development method will be your cost of your land will be increased by providing that one. Profit based method means when you are taken profit based method means there are some structures are there always give the profit. As the profit is more, your value of the structure also more. So like that you have to be evaluate the value of the construction or value of the structure.